Okay.
All right, let's go.
La 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 la. La 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 land. Thank you.
Okay.
That was good.
Thank you.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 78 of the Up Real Late podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick. How's it going, Tim?
Oh, fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Great. Also here is Tyler Switulski.
Great to be here in the new year.
Yes, 2017.
Oof.
Oof.
Good year.
And Adam Franey.
I'm back. Hey
No
guys.
one cares.
You left?
Shit. Let's run down some of the topics we're going to discuss on this week's episode. As usual, we're going to talk about our last seen film, and we're going to do our review of the week. And this week we're talking about Fences, directed by and starring Denzel Washington, also starring Viola Davis, so we're going to talk about that later as well. We just have one news topic. Damien Chazelle, the director of La La Land, he's revealed his next film that he's going to be doing, as well as who's starring in it, so we're going to talk about that later. So if you do want to click ahead and go to any of those topics I just mentioned, you can go in the description box below, and you can skip ahead to any of those by clicking on the timestamps. As well, don't forget to leave a like on this video, leave a comment below in the comment section, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like our stuff. So, with that out of the way, Tim, you want to start us off?
Oh, I do. I've got a great one for you here. 1994, The Swan Princess.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
I
The
love that
Swan
movie.
Princess.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend watched it the other day.
You
It's
never
the only
seen it?
thing I got in. I've never seen it. No.
Oh.
Did you guys watch it as a kids at all?
Yeah,
think I
it's
did.
like
that was a regular growing up for me.
really. See, I never even heard about it.
Swan Princess.
It's like
Really?
not a Disney movie.
No, it's not
What?
good. No.
It's
Ashley
not-
was very confused growing up as a kid. She's like, "How come Princess Odette's never with the Disney princesses?"
Yeah.
Because it's not a Disney movie.
Oh, God.
I am confused right now.
Written by Brian Neeson and Richard Rich, directed by Richard Rich,
Richard Rich?
Yeah.
Richie Rich.
starring Howard McGillen, Michelle Nicastro, which are two leads, which I don't know, but also starring John Cleese as Jean Bob, the French frog,
Mm-hmm.
and Stephen Wright, who has that very, if you guys have seen the Emoji trailer, he's the meh emoji that's voicing that. He has that very, like,
Just like his career. Very nice.
like
Savage.
Eeyore.
Yeah.
He voices Speed, the toy, the turtle.
Yeah.
Much like Flash, the sloth.
Yeah.
So essentially, a princess is transformed into a swan by an evil sorcerer in an attempt to stop her from marrying into another powerful family.
Wow.
This movie's okay. Clearly, I watched it at the wrong age.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll hit it with a
60.
3. But the voice acting is pretty good, especially from John Cleese and Stephen Wright. The characters are both pretty funny, and there's also Lil Puffin. He's pretty great too. I forgot
Lil
the
Puffin.
actor's name.
He had a lot of comedic relief in that.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And then I will say kudos to these people, because this princess at one point said to the prince, "Oh, you're just marrying me because I'm pretty? I'm more than just like a pretty face." And I was just like, boom.
Yeah.
Building up
Damn.
girls' self-confidence right there.
Mhm.
That's what I like.
1994.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, right in there, right with all those Disney princesses that are always like, "I'm so beautiful."
Yeah.
No, this chick was real.
They took a stand.
But yeah, pretty good. Songs are pretty catchy, actually. There's a couple of them that are pretty good. The first one where the girls and the guy are like singing together, growing up as kids.
And their
Remember
different
that?
palaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, you have a great memory.
Who put this out? Like, what studio was this?
I have no idea. There's several sequels to it as well.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like direct to VHS.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You know it. But like all the voice cast came back except for John Cleese,
Makes
So-
sense.
The one, like,
the one famous actor.
the one star they had.
John Cleese passed up the voice of, I want to say Zazu from Lion King. I think that was it. The one that
Really?
went to Mr. Bean eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do this movie instead.
Who's Zazu?
The bird, the beak.
Oh,
That's my description of him.
the bird.
toucan.
with the beak.
Toucan.
Toucan.
The
Yeah.
toucan.
Well, I knew what you meant, so.
That was Rowan Atkinson?
That was Rowan Atkinson. Yeah,
Wow.
you're blowing your mind right now.
Yeah.
You know that Simba is Matthew Broderick.
What?
There you go.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know any actors that did Disney movies.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty nuts when I go back and like look at the voice cast of like old Disney movies. I'm like, now that I know who actors are, I'm like, holy fuck, he was in that thing.
Yeah.
Like Prince Charming in The Little Mermaid
Yeah.
is the same voice as the guy who voiced Peter Parker in the 1990s Spider-Man. So I was watching it I watched it for the first time
Why is-
last
why
year
is
with Ashley,
Spider-Man-
and I was like, I know that voice. I was like, fuck, that's Peter Parker. Like I grew up with that voice as Peter Parker, so it really threw me off.
Wow.
It's bizarre.
It's weird, but yeah, solid movie.
3 to 5.
Has a nice little
3 to
message
5.
there for little girls that they don't have to be beautiful princesses.
I remember that thing being terrifying though, like that creature,
It is a weird creature. It's like
Yeah.
this weird like bat creature, bat bear.
that werewolf creature. That
Hybrid,
was,
yeah.
it was bizarre,
It is weird.
terrifying.
It's weird.
The thing, the creature, the creature.
But 3, there you go.
3. All right.
I'll have a better one next time for you guys.
Yeah, please do.
Tim, you just raised the bar.
You want to jump in, Ty?
I'm gonna jump
Last
in
year?
next. I saw a little 2016 film.
What the f-
Yeah,
Really?
crazy, right? Ready for this? A 5-year-old Indian boy gets lost on the streets of Calcutta, thousands of kilometers from home. He survives many challenges before he is adopted by a couple in Australia. 25 years later, he sets out to find his lost family.
Does he?
He does. I'm talking about 2016's Lion.
I have so many questions.
Starring Dev Patel, Nicole Kidman, Rooney Mara. Directed by Garth Davis. This was an amazing movie.
Amazing.
Amazing.
He says.
Now,
Amazing.
I'm going to put this out there right away.
Sweetie 5.
Sweetie teared up.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
I saw you at some point.
Well, the first
doing
time
this.
I actually had something in my eye, and then the second, like later on,
Fool.
like
He's
towards
not a
the
human
end,
being.
You did
that I
this.
did. I was just like, "This is it. This did it."
It was quite emotional because I was sitting next to you.
Yeah.
And I also watched this.
So you saw this as well. Adam, have you seen it yet?
Well, Tim, just so happens it's my last scene as well.
Did you guys go together? I was on
No.
my
No.
I
This
did
is
not
awful.
go together. I went alone.
Okay.
Well, Tyler and I were going to go see Fences
Yeah.
for this review, but when we went, it was sold out.
They put Fences in the smallest theater.
Smallest theater I've ever been in,
Yeah.
I think.
Even
And
today,
so we
it was
decided
still.
just on a whim to see Lion.
Yeah.
Fair.
Between that and what was the other one? Doesn't know.
Passengers or something.
Passengers, I think.
Ugh.
Was it, yeah.
Great
You
choice.
made the right
Yeah,
choice.
so like
Fuck.
Lion, and I was like, I didn't like looking at the trailer for this. I remember we reviewed the trailer, I think, and then this is one that confused me.
I remember your
Quite a bit.
confusion.
Yeah, I was very confused, and so I was like, we're here, fine, let's see it. Boy, was I happy we did. I loved this movie from beginning to end.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Does it make sense that Dev Patel is up for Best Supporting?
no,
Okay.
I think
so
Scotty
confused
brought
by
that
this
to my
now.
attention today.
Yeah,
That makes
I
no sense.
don't really agree with that.
Yeah. He's the lead, right?
He is, but
It's unfathomable.
on the other hand, I get it because he's only in like the second 60. He's in like 60% of the movie.
Yeah.
for like the second half.
Oh, so the first 40 minutes or whatever it is.
The
whatever.
first
Or 40%.
the
Like,
first
it's-
hour maybe.
It's
Oh,
almost-
it's the kid.
Yeah.
The first 50 minutes. Is
Like the kid plays a huge chunk of it.
Oh. Do you seem like? Okay. That might explain
then-
it.
and then
But
it
still,
cuts-
I'd consider him a lead.
It does a
still.
cut 20 years later, and then it cuts to Dev Patel,
Yeah.
and then it's all him from then on. But so it's weird. It's really weird how. I mean, Adam can touch on this as well because he saw it.
My last
But
scene. I mean, here you go.
just I
Fuck
don't
me.
know why they're pushing him for supporting. It's just a little weird.
A little astonishing.
Because if he's
one might
supporting,
say.
if he's supporting, who's the star?
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman.
Sunny Parwa,
Yeah.
the main kid,
Is,
young Dev Patel.
but
That's all. That's the
Is that-
only way you could
That's
argue.
he'd be the only other person that would be.
Sunny Pawar.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
See, I would go as far as say that Sunny Pawar would be best supporting, Dev Patel would be lead.
Well, let's just say directed by
Davis.
Garth Davis, his feature film debut,
Mhm.
starring Rooney Mara, David Wenham, Nicole Kidman,
good cast put together.
Dev Patel.
Yeah.
I already said that. But
So
You
you
just
thought it
really
was-
just stepping
you
on
said
toes
all
in my
that?
review. Yeah, I said
Well,
that already.
whatever. It's my last scene. Also, I'll say it again. So you thought it was amazing.
I thought it was amazing. I thought at first I was kind of I didn't like how the kid was playing most. I wanted to see Dev Patel's journey.
Yeah,
So I was
fuck
like,
kids.
I was like, I want to see okay, I get it, this kid, but then as I kept going, I was like,
get it.
holy
Get it.
shit.
Kid.
The kid was good, right?
He was. Like, as I kept going, I was like, you know what? Fuck, I want to keep seeing what this kid's doing.
Yeah.
Like, and so once, like, Dev Patel came back on screen, like, or once he came on screen, it was just like, wow, like, I already such, like, a huge chunk of this movie is already so amazing. Like, how is, like, Dev Patel's journey going to be, you know, how's it going to top that? And it did. Like you felt, like, you saw, like, him struggle with, like, when he starts to remember and, like, he starts to recollect everything that, like, had happened. He sees that, I'm assuming it's, like, some sort of a cookie he had, like, that jalebi or whatever it was. And, like, it's just, like...
It's like deep fried syrup. It's good.
Yeah, it's just, like, it, like, sends him back. And, like, it was really cool to see him do that. Yeah, it was.
And
really
how about the cinematography? I found it to be quite
like, it was, like,
great.
Yeah.
Looked like a lot of drone shots. Like, they must use drones.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
helicopter
amazing.
shots, probably. I mean, you can't get that
It
good
looked
of footage on
different,
a
though.
drone.
It just looked, something about it was just different. I don't know. Because I know I've seen helicopter shots, obviously, but just the way they got so close to people, yet were also, like, flying, but it wasn't a crane. Like, I don't know. I want to look into it. You think it was just a
I think
regular helicopter
the reason
shot?
they did, I see what you're saying. It looked different. It's hard
You
to
know
put a
what I
finger
mean?
on it, but I think
Yeah.
I know why. It's because there was a lot of straight overhead shots.
Mhm. Bird's eye
That's
view.
not normal.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That, like, straight down shot.
Yeah, something about it was different.
But it's because of the whole Google Earth thing. That's why they were doing that, because they were. It was sort of implying that
This is
Google Earth connection of looking straight down at stuff.
Right.
Right.
Yes. I'll jump in.
Yeah. What did you think, Adam?
My own last scene,
Mhm.
as it were. Didn't love it.
Wow.
Didn't love it. However, I did like it.
Not good enough.
No, I thought it was good.
Mhm.
I think for me the drought came, funny enough, when it hit Dev Patel.
Really?
I think I liked Sunny Parwa's portion more. I liked the kid's story more.
Mhm.
Like, part of me was thinking, like, damn, this feels like this would have been a good foreign film.
Yeah.
Just watching this kid go through India on, like, an adventure, right? Or even, like it was almost like there was 2 movies worth of stuff, right?
Mhm.
I felt it came to a bit of a halt, like a screeching halt when Patel came in.
It was a very different tone change once it hit Dave Patel.
Like once
Yeah.
he went to
Dev Patel,
Australia.
sorry.
Dave.
The Dave Patel. Yeah, well, like once it hit Dev, it was just like it was a very big tone shift.
Yeah, and it was good. Like, he was great.
Mhm.
His Australian accent was perfect. From what I understand, he's not Australian, right?
Nope.
He's British or something?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He nailed it.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. He was pretty, like, on point with that.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Yeah,
realize.
which is perfect.
Which is exactly what you want. You want to be like, oh god, he's doing an accent.
Yeah.
I thought Nicole Kidman was good.
Yeah.
Haven't seen her in a while. She was good.
Yeah, she's-
I thought Rooney Mara was good. It felt a little repetitive, like just kind of him going back and forth to the Google Earth thing and just like searching and searching, like, you know. I didn't like the search. I like the kid, like him as a kid going through all his trials and tribulations, and then, not to spoil anything, but when he goes back to India, is that a spoiler?
No, I figure he goes back to India.
I mean, come on.
If he's gonna find his family, he should probably go back to India.
Right.
If this was based on a true story and it was with this guy who was separated from his family and then he found Google Earth and then he couldn't find his family and then he died alone, that was not a good movie.
That's a terrible
I
movie.
disagree. That'd be great. No. Yeah, I just thought the middle could have been trimmed down a bit, and it felt,
Yeah.
just the movie in general felt very Oscar try hard, like Oscar bait. I felt also, like in a bad way. But overall, I liked it. So,
Interesting.
there you have it, folks.
I think I liked it. You know what? I did like it more than you, for sure. Maybe not as much as
Fuck you.
Ty. I wouldn't say amazing, but it's very good. I don't know. It's like...
I can't think of anything I didn't like about this movie.
I have to mention, sorry,
Yeah.
not to cut you off, the casting of the brother with like the psychosis or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? His older casting was incredible. Didn't it not look like the kid
Yeah,
20 years later? I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
astonished.
Yeah.
I was like, where did they
it
find
did
this
very
guy?
well.
That was amazing.
I was pretty surprised by that whole storyline
Yeah.
because he was not in the trailer. At
No.
all.
Yeah, that came like that totally blindsided
Yeah, I was
me.
like,
Yeah,
whoa.
I was like, "There's a brother? What?
Right?
This
Yeah.
changes everything."
Mm-hmm.
And just, I feel like it's kind of interesting how you mentioned earlier, like, there's like 2 movies worth of stuff here. Because it could have been, the first half could have been its own movie and just extend that a bit more and go with that.
Yeah.
And the second half could have been its own movie.
Right.
And they could have both been really good.
It almost felt like a part 1, part 2, like they could have been a sequel.
I feel like they perfectly balanced it though.
But
Yeah?
I don't think it was a
Really?
detriment necessarily. I do think they could have made 2 movies out of it, but it doesn't, like, it's based on a true story. Like,
That's
you know
the
what
thing.
I mean?
It also
Like,
had the true story handcuffs for me a bit. It was very much like what you saw in the trailer is what you got. Like, for me, it was like, that's the movie. Like, I wasn't really shocked by anything. Like, I'm thinking, like, for Tim, like, what you think the movie is what it is.
But I
I
enjoyed the ride though.
guarantee you're going to know exactly, like, start to finish. Yeah.
don't put words in his mouth.
There's
I'll
some.
put
There are
some in
hurdles.
his
There are
mouth.
hurdles that I would say, like the whole brother thing. That was a whole separate side story
That's
that
fair.
was not in the trailer.
That's fair.
And-
Yeah, I don't know what brother you're talking about. No.
Exactly, and it was just it was awesome.
That's fair. That was good.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily disagree.
But I do think, like, these movies, these types of movies, these Oscar baity, you say, movies, well, I agree, it is clearly geared towards that, but I do think it was done well, and that sometimes these movies, like, the movies you know are really tryhards, like, we were talking about Collateral Beauty and The Shack earlier,
Yeah,
like, those movies that you know are for sure tryhards, and that you know those emotional moments in those movies aren't earned
No.
usually.
It's definitely not nowhere near that level. It's
this was like an Oscar
it's
baiting
not
movie
a
that was
Shack.
perfect. Like it was deserved. Like it deserves the
Oscar
it deserves an
contender.
Oscar. Yeah.
I'd say.
And
But yeah, like I was gonna say, like, in this movie it was earned.
Yeah.
Like, the emotional moments were, like, emotional. Like,
Yeah.
I felt
Well,
it.
it didn't feel creative.
Let me
It
ask you
was-
this: you guys think it'll be up for Best Picture?
I hope so.
Do you think it will be though?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, but if
That's
it
the thing.
was, I would be okay with
Like,
it.
don't get me wrong, I like the movie. It's no slight against it. There's just like it won't be in my top 20. I'll give you that of the year. Like, there's definitely there's 20 movies I like more this year.
Interesting. I'd have
The-
to think about it.
Yeah, I'd have to give it a thought, but I'd say it would definitely be. There's a definite possibility it'd be my top 20.
Like, I'll say I don't think it'll be up for Best Picture.
I would hope it would be. Like that's.
I don't think so. I think there's a pretty stacked year this year.
uh,
I think it might be one of those movies that gets left
well,
behind.
any movie that can make me cry.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
That it did that.
it was.
I will say that.
I'm not gonna say exactly what happened, but it's when he goes he does go back to India, like you said, when he goes back there.
Were
And
you
there's a
sitting beside
moment
me?
there.
Because there was a girl sitting beside me who was sobbing.
Yeah, I wasn't sobbing. Okay, it was. I didn't even
No?
break. Technically, I didn't even break a tear. Nothing fell. It was just. It was in my eyes. My eyes
You
were.
had to blink aggressively.
Yeah.
A movie like this, it's hard to
Ugh.
not go in kind of wanting or expecting to cry for me,
Yeah.
and it didn't give me the emotional
Really?
punch that I crave.
See, I try. Because sometimes I see it coming, but I try to go in, like, as a blank slate. And
Yeah.
just like, you know what, this movie's gonna do what it's gonna do to me. Like, whatever,
Mhm.
regardless.
Use me.
Like, I don't wanna come in with, like, oh, let's see if it can make me cry, or like go to a horror movie like, oh, yep, I can see it coming. Yep, there it is. It's just like it's not the right way in my opinion. But anyways, I digress.
But that scene that got me though, it was in my opinion well deserved. It was.
I thought Patel was great.
Yeah.
I could see him being nominated for Best Supporting. I think that's just some political shit. Like, they know he can't get up for Best Actor because it's too stacked, so they'll, like, sneak him into Best Supporting where he can fit.
Yeah,
I don't even know
for
how.
sure.
Yeah, I guess that's how they're going to argue it, that he's only in, like, half an hour or whatever.
They can argue whatever they want to argue. They're the ones that are pushing the nomination right now. Well, what are you guys thinking about rating? We'll get
Do
to
you want me to
that.
go first?
Yeah, you go first. Yeah.
Me first?
Yeah.
Heavy 3 reels for this guy. Adam, the person who's speaking.
Ty.
Heavy 4.
Oh!
Heavy 4.
No.
Scott, you may as well fucking throw yours out there since you saw it.
I'm gonna go light 4.
We have the
Light 4.
spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Not
thin
quite as much as
spectrum.
Ty, but a little bit more than Adam.
Alright, well,
I definitely enjoyed it. Well,
fuck you.
I'm gonna jump in with my last scene.
Here we go.
Top of that.
Let's just say it's no lion.
Oh, shit.
A crew of ex-cons, could start, are hired by a mafia
I'm out.
member to kidnap the baby of a rival mobster.
I feel
read
like
that synopsis.
I know this movie.
so recently. Nicolas Cage, Willem Dafoe, Dog Eat Dog or something.
Dog Eat Dog.
Yeah.
Directed by Paul Schrader,
You sick.
starring
fuck.
Nick Cage and Willem Dafoe
I added it to my Netflix queue today.
and Christopher Matthew Cook. It just
Wow.
dropped on Netflix. That's why I watched it. This movie is not great.
God damn it. Cage Master.
It's honestly like the acting, like Willem Dafoe and Nick Cage, and also Christopher Matthew Cook, who
It's
played
a lot of acting.
I would love to see Willem Dafoe and Nicolas Cage in a room together.
like Willem Dafoe's character. His name is Mad Dog.
I'm in.
And
Amazing.
Willem Dafoe is literally like amazing in this movie. Like I love anytime he's on the screen. Like I just love Willem Dafoe. He's just crazy, like a psycho person, and just to see him be like crazy opposite of like Nick Cage, who plays like almost the straight man.
Impossible, sorry.
Which is still like he still goes
Impossible.
off the rails.
He toned it down to a 10 out of 10 instead of an 11.
And Christopher Matthew Cook was actually good. Who I'm trying to remember, he was in something recently. Doesn't matter. Anyways, basically these characters are interesting and funny and wacky, but the actual story is really bland and basic. That's what I got out of it, really. Like, not that engaging. The characters are engaging and are interesting and are funny to watch. Them kind of go off the rails. But, yeah, the overall plot was just not great. And it was funny, I was reading the trivia, and it was shot in about 20-something days, very quickly, with mostly film school graduates for the crew.
Alright.
I was like, okay, yeah, true.
Hey,
I'm in.
they give young blood, give them their
Give them their due.
give them their chance.
You know, like the Channel 1, how it like shows those little promos for movies?
Okay.
Paul Schrader, I saw him on there. He was like complaining about how he only had, what'd you say, 20 days?
Yeah.
He was like, fucking Hollywood these days, like I got no time to do anything anymore. Like they don't give you any prep time. It's bullshit. He was like going off.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So that just jogged my memory that you say that.
And also, Paul Schrader played, I think it might have been his like film debut or something. He played this character, like the El Greco or something. This like one of the mafioso guys. And apparently, and I was reading the trivia, he tried to get literally there's like a laundry list of like 15 actors, like including like Tarantino and like random directors and like just old guys that could play mafia people. And he couldn't get anyone to take the role, so he just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. This is his first acting
That makes me
role,
laugh. Oh my god.
and he's not
I want
great.
something done right.
He's not great.
What a
When I saw
grumpy
that, I'm
old
like,
fuck.
wait, that's actually Paul Schrader as El Greco or whatever his name was.
Love the Shrade, man.
Yeah, overall, a pretty forgettable movie, except for a couple
I'm in.
scenes with Willem Dafoe going psycho. which
No
is
Nick
pretty
Cage
fun.
freakouts?
No, not
Classic?
really.
No?
No.
Is that like the
Um,
ultimate like switcheroo? He pulls you in expecting a Nick Cage freak out, but you
Yeah.
get a Willem Dafoe freak out?
Yeah.
I'm in.
There was a joke that I'll remember forever that I will not dare
Should be
repeat.
good. What?
Yeah, I'm just writing it down so I can tell you guys later.
It's off the air, it's that
Off
bad?
the air. It's really
Jesus
unacceptable
Christ.
for the air. Even though we do swear on this podcast.
Can I ask, have
Dare not repeat this.
you ever seen a Paul Schrader movie?
No.
Like direct directed?
I have not.
Because I
This
just
is
looked
my
at his
first.
filmography.
He's
I
written
haven't
a bunch
seen
of
a
stuff.
single one. Yeah, he's great. He's written like all the Scorsese hits.
American Gigolo was the one that I recognized in his filmography. With
I've never heard of a single one.
Oh, from a couple years ago?
from the 90s.
Oh, man, what am I thinking of?
With
Deuce Bigelow?
No. With John Turturro. He did a Gigolo movie recently. Was it just called The Gigolo?
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
no,
I
this
know.
is from the 90s
Okay.
with I always forget his name, but the actor from oh god, I'm blanking hard.
He's a great writer. He wrote Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Last
Really?
Temptation of Christ,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bringing Out the Dead.
Anyways, Dog Eat Dog. I'm gonna go with a heavy 2,
Fuck.
which is a 2.5 on Letterboxd, which means middle of the road. It's mildly entertaining for those performances alone, but if it had a more interesting story, like rather than like 3 ex-cons team up to do one last job, and they have to kidnap a baby and get ransom for it.
Sounds like Raising Arizona to me. I'm in.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. It should, yeah.
But it's not actually that interesting.
Perfect.
If it wasn't
Oh, worse,
that,
Raising Arizona?
then
I'm in.
it would have been more. It would have been better in my opinion. And overall, like it wasn't. You can kind of tell after I saw that it was like 25 days, I guess, shot in. I'm like, okay, yeah, because it just seems like the way it was shot was very run of the mill.
Just bland.
Yeah.
The Shradester.
Heavy 2 for me for Dog Eat Dog.
Damn.
Not great, but worth checking out for Nick Cage and Willem Dafoe.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll move on into our review of the week. This week we're talking about Fences, starring Denzel Washington, Viola Davis, Stephen Henderson, directed by Denzel Washington. Screenplay by August Wilson, who wrote the original play, Fences, which won several awards. Tim, do you have a synopsis for us?
Sure. A man battles with what it means to be a husband and father amongst the changing race relations of 1950s America.
Very nice.
Yes.
All
Very
right.
nice.
What did you think of Fences, Tim?
Just saw it.
Okay.
I liked it.
Okay.
I thought Denzel and Viola Davis were both incredible, like very good performances from both of them. But you can clearly tell it's a play. I don't think they trimmed any of. You could trim a lot of stuff out from this, I find, and get it down to a tighter movie because this is like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it felt very long.
Let me tell you this. The screenplay by August Wilson.
Yeah. Is this a cut down version?
No, this is what he
It's
wrote.
longer.
Yeah.
And he died several years ago.
Yeah.
So Denzel literally just took the
The play.
screenplay that he wrote before he died
Yeah.
of the play and just
Filmed it.
filmed it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Interesting.
It needed some trimming.
Because like there's no other screenplay writing credits on it.
Yeah.
Like if someone like went through and like cut it down, cut the
Yeah.
monologues down and stuff,
Yeah.
then it might have been different. But it was literally this play transferred to screen.
Do you think he did that because it was more of a tribute to? I can't remember his name now.
Not
August
sure.
Wilson.
August Wilson.
Well, yeah,
Like
I
you
don't
want to
really
leave it
cut
exactly
in,
as it
but-
was? Yeah.
it was. I think it was definitely like not necessarily a tribute to him, but he wanted to honor the source material.
Yeah. Okay.
And clearly,
Yeah.
but continue.
But yeah, again, you can clearly tell it's a play. And Denzel and Viola Davis were both great, and you can tell that they know their characters really well because they've done this on Broadway. The two of them
Oh.
did it. I think I was reading in trivia like 114 plays of it, or times at least. Back in the 80s, Denzel's character was played by James Earl Jones. Both incarnations apparently were like very well received, won a bunch of awards.
Bunch of Tony Awards.
Yeah, but yeah, as a movie, okay. I thought it dragged a lot in spots, but when it did hit like emotionally or like really nice dramatic parts, it hit really well. But those are few and far between. A lot of it was kind of too meandering. I found they could have trimmed a lot out.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Tyler, what are your thoughts on Fences?
I thought it was good. I think it was like Tim said, there was a lot that could have been trimmed out. I did not like story talking about the story. I did not like the character, like main character. Troy, thank you. I was going to say Toby.
He's not that likable.
He's not.
Denzel.
I did.
Fuck
I liked his character for the longest time, and then I thought he had like great morals, great.
A certain revelation happens.
Yeah, and then all of a
We'll get
sudden things happen, and he's instantly much less likable. As for the actual movie itself, though, I thought it was actually really cool they filmed it, because it felt like even the shots that they took, it felt like they were still kind of showing that it was still a play, like even not just necessarily the lines, like the way the cameras were shot, like it looked like it was still.
And there's a lot of like fading to black.
Yeah, which I thought was really
like,
cool,
as if it's like a set
Changing,
change.
Yeah. So I thought that was really well done. But as for an overall movie, I was not I did not love it. It was not something that I would probably see again.
Interesting.
No.
Adam, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm on the fences.
Oh,
Someone had to do it.
Someone had to say
there
it.
it is.
I'm done. See you guys. I thought Fences was okay. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. It's like Tim said, very play-like. No attempt to make it a cinematic experience whatsoever.
No creative variation.
It reminded me of Kevin Smith. Like, just like prop the camera on a tripod and just deliver your dialogue. Right? I thought, of course, it was like an acting vehicle. I guess that's what it is for Denzel and Viola Davis. They were fantastic, both of their performances. I don't doubt they'll be nominated. Actually, obviously, I think it's obvious, right? They'll be nominated.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought they were amazing, actually. But it was like all substance, no style, just for me anyway. I thought Troy's mentally handicapped brother was borderline terrible, like offensive, like his performance.
Did you recognize him?
That actor, no.
He's the shrimp guy from Forrest Gump.
Shut up. Bubba?
Bubba.
Stop.
Wow.
No.
That's
no
that's
way.
Bubba.
That's Bubba.
Wow.
Well, fuck me. I take it back. Bubba's the best. Yeah, I thought he was terrible.
Bubba Gump.
Like, you ain't mad at me, is you, Troy? Like, oh god, so cringy.
It was quite cringe.
And I'm
much upset that you reminded me of that, because actually that was really bad.
Yeah, thanks. I thank you. Yeah, I thought I didn't like the character of Troy, like you said, and yeah, I felt that he didn't quite. I guess we'll get into spoilers, but yeah, I'll just say I didn't like him even after the movie finished.
Yeah, I was still not okay with it.
Nope, nice try.
Yeah.
Like, hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I'd say it was like pretty mediocre.
Yeah.
Didn't think it looked spectacular visually. Just an acting vehicle. And the acting was great, but
Wasn't enough there.
did nothing more, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my thoughts. I agree with most everything that you guys have said. I like the movie, but it's really hard to love a movie like this because it is, like you guys said, it's literally a play on screen.
Yeah.
Like, there's only out back, kitchen, living room, bedroom,
Yeah.
out front, and a couple odd shots at a bar, at the work,
Yeah.
on the garbage truck.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I
There's
did like that opening shot on the garbage truck, though.
Yeah,
Great.
Both of them on the back, that was sweet.
That was great. And anytime it left the house, I was like, "Whoa, it's getting interesting, guys."
What a journey
And they didn't go too far.
down the street.
Yeah, and then it'll just cut back, and we're in the backyard.
Oh, okay, we're in the yard. And we're staying in
A
the yard.
lot happened in that backyard.
Yeah.
But,
You're telling me.
but for what it is, like, if you take it for what it is, like, it was good. Like, it was a good play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I kind of I get what Denzel's doing. Like, yeah, he could have adapted it he could have adapted the play and turned it into more of a film, right?
Yeah, because a lot of things happen off screen, and you get told about things, which is what happens in plays. They can't show you everything, so it's like, example, the kid comes back from his football, and he finds out his dad is like gone to his school and told the coach that his son's not allowed to play.
Yeah.
So instead of seeing Denzel go to school and have that conversation, we're just told that happens, and we're just like
in a normal movie,
you'd see that happen.
That scene is a big scene.
Yeah.
Vital, one might say.
But because Denzel is like really set on honoring that screenplay that August Wilson wrote, that he was a little bit handicapped in the film.
I'd say that's a flaw of the film, that they cherished the material too much.
Yeah,
like adapted into the film. Like the play exists as a play and it's well received.
And
might as well
the play's like clearly great.
Yeah.
And Denzel like won a Tony Award for it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But so make a film now. I still, for what it is, like I liked it, and I agree. Like Denzel, like his character is quite unlikable.
Yeah.
But I still like his performance.
Yeah.
And I think it paints this realistic like portrait of like a family and like struggle in like America. Like I get what they're getting at. And Viola Davis is like amazing. I think she'll win.
I think she'll win. I haven't seen the field.
Best supporting actress.
Who's best supporting, like,
Michelle Williams.
Is she for best supporting for Golden Globes already, or is she best lead?
Best supporting, I'm 99% sure.
Which is, again, these categories things are
weird because she's the only female, so she should by default be like
best supporting actress.
Yeah. And she's in
her best lead
most
actress,
of the movie.
Yeah.
Well, the director thinks she shouldn't be up for supporting. Denzel said, he's like, that's ridiculous. She's best actress. Like,
oh, okay. I thought you were going the other way with that.
But I do think if they are pushing her for that category, I think she will win.
Yeah.
I think it's that Dev Patel thing where best actor is too stacked, best actress is too stacked this year. That, you know what, we're going to hedge our bets on best supporting.
Yeah, she's best supporting for the
because it's not like it is kind of about Troy mostly, I guess, but it's like,
but she's the lead female.
I know, but it's like they can spin it in this way. I'm like thinking from the studio's perspective, like,
of course,
this is like Denzel's Washington movie,
it's
right?
Like cheating though.
It is. It totally is.
Well, it's like they knock down to like a lower weight class, right? Like, well, you're not going to get in on this one, so let's bring you down to where you have a bit of an advantage,
and you'll dominate,
and you'll win.
Yeah, but this isn't the first time this is
no, of course.
Every year.
I thought the supporting actors were great. Besides the handicapped brother,
you agree he was not
quite
good?
Gabe.
Yeah, I liked his friend from work.
Yeah, he's good. Actually, Corey was good.
Stephen Henderson was Bono.
Yeah,
Corey. Friend. Corey, Jovan Arepo, I think, or Adepo. I don't know if I wrote
Everyone,
DOP.
actually. Across the board, the performances were
quite
good.
solid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like visually, like it was good, like set design and costume design. Like, it's hard to fault it there. Like it looked accurate, but it definitely dragged. Like when you start getting into like, it's literally like, I think maybe in the beginning because I watched it with you, Adam. I could feel like, okay, we're just getting into them just talking for like half an hour straight. Literally just talking. I'm like, wow, this is like dragging quite a bit here. Like, first 20-30 minutes is literally them just talking, shoulder, reverse shot, like over shoulder, reverse shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot, rotating camera of just them talking. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, let's get something going here. Let's like get the pace going a bit more. But that comes through because of the screenplay.
Like, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Easily, without question, I feel it could have been 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And I would have enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
Because we would have had, like, some punch.
Yeah.
Because things do happen, right? There's somewhat of a plot.
Yeah.
If you could have trimmed all that, like, minutia, like the just useless conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been.
But one moment that I really liked was when it didn't do all the shot reverse shots. Was when in sort of the middle-ish, like 2/3 of the way in, there's like a montage with like music and no talking. I was like, this is great. There's like a interlude here.
Yeah.
What happened in it? Like what?
Like right
What
after
what?
that, like revelation.
Big turning
happens, there's like.
There's like a 6-month period.
Is tumor back or no?
Yeah, the tumor's back. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Back me up, guys.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
just saw it.
Yeah.
There's this interlude
Yeah.
of
It's been 24 hours.
music and some really great shots,
Yeah.
like visually
Yeah.
shots. I'm like, I need more of that establishing stuff throughout the rest of the movie. You can't just throw in 5 minutes in the middle of great stuff.
Just say I can see why Denzel directed it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, pretty
I could've
utilitarian for the
directed
most
it.
part.
Yeah.
But they put in that 5 minutes in the middle, and they're like, yeah, this is going to make up for all the other establishing shots and other shots that we didn't put in.
Wrong.
No.
Right?
Right. Yeah. I thought you were saying wrong to me. I'm like,
No, like they're
No.
wrong.
yeah.
Nice
but
try.
overall, I liked it. It could have been a lot. Like, I think we are all kind of on the same page that if it was directed more cinematically, it could have been trimmed down. It could have been much better. But
Yeah, like let's just say I hope it's not up for Best Picture.
I don't
I
think
hope
it
it's just up for acting, and that's it.
Hmm.
I was gonna say best adapted screenplay, but if it's not even changed at all, then it
Right.
won't be.
They didn't really adapt it. They just
No,
kind of
they just
copied it.
literally took it then.
Yeah.
well, they didn't literally take it. The guy, August Wilson, wrote
A film
a
version?
screenplay, which is
Really?
different from the like theater play like
Yeah.
script.
Okay, it could with best adapted.
So he adapted it for film,
Okay.
Yeah.
but he
He
he's
adapted
like a
his
playwright,
own.
so it's
Yeah.
like it's different than like
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: does Denzel get a nom for Best Director for pulling the Best Actress-winning performance out of his actress, and even possibly Best Actor out of himself?
I don't think so.
That is a factor in directing, right?
Yeah.
Pulling out good
That's your main job is
That's what they say.
directing the
Yeah.
actors. Is your main job as a director.
So if he wins Best Actor and she wins Best Supporting Actress, does that get him a director nom? You know what I mean?
Maybe it's
He
fringe.
probably-
I think it's between Damien Chazelle and Barry Jenkins.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
he could get a fringe nomination, but it wouldn't have any consequence because I don't think he's going to win.
I
But
like
Yeah,
as
go on.
good as he was, acting wise. There were some parts where he did miss, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Really?
I watched a lot of clips from James Earl Jones' version of it, like when he did it, and
is that fair though? I know you're just going to compare it to him, but is that
yeah,
fair?
but like it's like I'm not really not I'm
no
not
Vader.
not so much to compare. I'm not going to compare him to it, but like there were moments where like even in our theater, there's one part where he like that really intense scene with his son in the trailer, and there was a part where people laughed. There's a small chuckle from some people in the theater, and I was just like,
Yeah.
with James Earl Jones, like there was none of
True.
that. You know, like there was no.
Do you
It's
know
just because
in our
Denzel
theater?
was doing it.
There's like awkward laughter in our theater too.
Yeah,
Like some of the heavy dramatic scenes, people were like, "Oh,
yeah,
Denzel's fucking tearing into this kid."
yeah. So it's just
yeah,
like,
but the average age was 70 in our theater.
yeah,
Yeah, same thing.
So
yeah,
like,
just yeah.
70.
there's a different kind of like humor for like people that are twice our age.
Yeah.
3 times our age.
Tim's age.
Tim's age.
Yeah. You're old as shit.
Apparently, the N word is hilarious to them.
Oh, they love that shit. Yeah, old white people love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe 95% white in our theater as well.
Yeah.
yeah,
Baffling.
yeah. I agree.
White. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fully
Senior
like black
white.
production, just fully white audience.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Like, he was good. Like he was. Like, he did really well. But I just there were some parts where it's like this is totally Denzel, and
Yeah, it certainly didn't feel like a stretch.
no, like it was again he was good
Um,
and like he acted well, but it was just like this is still I'm still watching Denzel. Like I can tell like
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, do we want to move into spoilers and talk about some
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
moments?
Sure.
So we'll give our ratings and then move on to that. Tim, you want to start us off?
Sure. Quickly though, I'll give you Ashley's corner.
Oh yes,
girlfriend?
shit.
actually
Bye, bang.
Tim's
She leaned
GF.
in halfway through the movie and whispered, "This is awful."
When can I leave?
And then she got up and went to the washroom and was like texting her sister, being like, "Oh my god, this movie's so bad. We're only like halfway through, and there's like no point or purpose to the story."
Devastating.
Tell her it's an acting vehicle.
Yeah.
Did that work? Did that help?
No.
I remember like, as soon as we got up, she was like, I don't remember exactly as either this movie was terrible or this was the worst movie ever or something like
You
that.
guys were together?
Worst movie ever.
Yeah.
Is what she said.
I saw it. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
One of the worst movies ever.
yeah. was just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Fuck.
Savage.
Did she think Denzel and Viola were good?
Yes, she admitted they were good actors, but that was about it.
So, what do you think? She gave it a 0 or 1?
I have no idea. Probably a 1.
1 for the acting.
Yeah.
Well, what are you giving it, Tim?
I'm gonna hit it with a 3.
Smooth Criminal.
3 reels. Could have been a lot more cinematic, in my opinion.
Very sitcom-y.
Tyler.
I'm gonna go Heavy 2. Yeah.
That's sad.
There wasn't enough there to bring it up.
That's ruthless.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Adam.
She's a 3, bud.
A 3.
She gets a pass, but just barely. If 3 stars, or sorry, Jesus, 3 reels, purely for the performances and nothing else.
Yeah, that's pretty much where mine was at.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'm gonna go 3 out of 5 as well. It's not like I was almost going for a heavy 3, but
Nice try.
yeah, I
Skim that.
couldn't bring myself to. Let's move on into spoilers then. We want to talk about some of the moments that happened later and what we thought of them.
Troy likes to get busy at his age. Am I
Stepping
right?
out on his wife.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how
Christ.
savage that was in a theater? Like the people in the theater,
a collective gasp.
literally, he went like, "No!"
It was kind of fun. I liked our audience was hilarious. A lot of oohing and awing.
Yeah.
like when he'd get mad and when he pushed Corey down or whatever, they're like, ah, in sync. It was wild.
It was pretty funny.
But yeah, Troy, that did shock me. I'll give him that.
I was quite shocked by that moment. I'm like,
Cause
really?
Because he's always
Really?
earlier in the movie. I think he even says, "I ain't never stepped out on my wife" or something, right? I think he specifically says that's one thing he's never done. He's like, I has fun with the girls. I never actually cheated though or something.
Yeah, that's the very first scene actually.
Yeah.
right with Bono or
Bono.
Bono.
Mr. Bono.
What is it?
Bono.
Bono.
Yeah.
Sorry. With Bono, and the whole throughout the movie he's constantly the only decent thing ever happened to me in my shit life, and he's always praising her and shit. So I'm like, oh fuck.
And then he instantly becomes a piece of shit.
He drops that he's having a baby with another lady.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't think they would go with the baby thing either. I thought he was gonna say
that I cheated, right?
yeah.
Right.
But then he's like, I'm
okay,
having a
fucked
baby.
around,
I'm like,
like,
oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No, Denzel.
I'm going to be a daddy.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
That was pretty devastating. Pretty shocking for sure.
Viola Davis fucking knocked it out of the park with that reaction.
Yeah.
Just straight fire for the streets. And until his handicapped brother came in and
just ruined
everything.
Yeah. That would have been a good scene. All of a sudden he walked down and was like, oof, yeah, you just brought that down a couple
So
pegs.
Rose like you, Rose. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
It's like, buddy, you already said that, right? You
Yeah,
already
nice
used
try.
that one. Yeah, instantly he just becomes the biggest hypocrite, and it was just
yeah, I was like, well, you're a piece of shit. What little redemption, what little likability you had is now gone.
And I think the worst part was he never apologized and never showed any remorse for it.
No.
Yeah,
He
I was
just-
very
he was
come on
totally-
now, Rose. This is it now.
What's happened, and
This
he
happened.
never apologized, never tried to console. He didn't
And
do anything.
she was kind of taking it pretty well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, most people would have
Still
attacked
making him food, doing the laundry and shit.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Again, just a testament to how good of a wife she was.
Right.
And yeah.
Right.
devastating. Yeah, but it kind of shows like everyone, no one's perfect, clearly.
Far from
Yeah.
But
perfect.
I feel like if he had that he just went through the motions and they didn't have that moment, it would have been more standard, his story. But because he did something crazy like that, it kind of elevates it a little bit more, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The story that he was
I agree.
a savage.
It was
Yeah.
a nice event,
Yeah.
of something happening. And how about was it Alberta?
Yeah.
Alberta dying
Yeah.
during birth.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that when the phone rang, I was like, either the girl's dead or the baby's dead.
I
One
thought
of
the
those
baby.
two, and something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
I
it's,
thought the
it's such
baby
a
was
slap in the face to Viola Davis to have to like
I
raise
know, that's fucked up.
the child of like your husband's like mistress.
Yeah.
That's
Ruthless.
pretty devastating.
The
Pretty
ultimate
ruthless.
savage, like.
Plus, that line was great when she's like, "Don't worry, this child has a mother, but you're a womanless man." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah. I did like the sentence before that. It was, you can't blame the sins of the father on the child or something like that. It was, I was just like, fuck you.
Because halfway through that line, I'm like, wow, what a good woman.
Yeah.
It's just like, but you're a womanless man, and he's just like, get wrecked. I just got fucking annihilated.
Yeah.
And he just
Pretty
like
savage.
doesn't know what to do. She's just like basically makes his whole like soul crumble.
Yeah.
Just like sits outside like a fucking bum. Like good. And that's the thing. Like I guess we can get into obviously when he dies and it jumps to 6 years later or whatever. And like when Corey doesn't want to go to his funeral and all that, and then Rose gets mad at him, and he's singing the My Dog Blue song thing and starts crying. I'm like, yeah, don't go, man.
Yeah,
like,
you're still having this moment.
Yeah.
and
Troy's a piece of shit.
I'm not there with you.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I felt zero redemption. I'm like, sorry. The only redeeming quality about him was that he loved Rose and respected her, and then he like shattered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I felt like they were going for like trying to get you to like feel bad for
Like he,
Troy, but no.
I keep thinking of ways like, okay,
Piece of
what?
shit.
Why was he like such?
I'm
Why did
trying,
he do this?
yeah.
Because
He
like
supported his family. Like he
he did
but
that to make himself
he-
feel better. That wasn't
yeah.
even to support his family. That was because he knew that he fucked up.
He put a roof over the head with money he got from fucking
That's-
his
yeah,
brother
and
over.
that's what I was
Yeah.
about to say. Like, but because he fed them, he put a roof over their head. But then when you think about it, he got it from his brother's like insurance money, basically. I guess.
Yeah,
So
don't care.
Yeah. Did not like the ending either. Like
Which
with the sun like shining down on them.
He was not a happy. He was not a good man.
Oh,
I was just
God.
like, this is so much a play.
Ugh.
Like I could picture it. It's like sitting in like a theater with like the four actors like standing together at the corner looking up, and there's like a big spotlight that's
Spotlight.
obviously like
Yeah.
shining down on them. I was like, oh my god, this is lame as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that. That was atrocious.
yeah,
And the like brother playing the trumpet,
Yeah.
like it's so
it was
cringe.
like the what was it? It was it was what's the symbolic to Gabriel's horn.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Oh, I
it
got
was just
it.
like that was cool, but it was
Cool is generous.
It was just not done well.
look, we
Yeah.
get it. We all got it.
Yeah.
beating you over the head.
Yeah,
Like, see,
this is gonna be symbolic later.
terrible.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Nice try.
Well, is there anything else we want to mention, really?
Not a lot I got.
No.
Yeah.
All right, Fences. Check it out if you want to check out some good performances.
Go see the play.
Go see it on Broadway.
Yeah.
Let's move on into our news topics. And when I say news topics, I mean news topic, because there's only one, and that is that Ryan Gosling is confirmed to be starring in Damien Chazelle's next film, which, if you guys don't know, he's the director of La La Land, which is in theaters right now. Go check it out, as well as Whiplash, film that came out 2 years ago, I believe. Two fantastic films. This is his third big film. I think he's done some other smaller films before that.
He
but-
did a short Whiplash,
Yeah.
like 18 minutes, whatever it
I
was.
think he's done another one as well.
Oh.
Damien Chazelle?
Yeah.
No.
Well, look it up right now and tell me.
Yeah, I will. He only has two.
Get back to me on that. This movie is being called, tentatively, First Man, and it's about Neil Armstrong. And it's essentially a biopic of the sort of space race that's happening in the early 60s. And Ryan Gosling will be playing Neil Armstrong. So I do believe this has been in development for a little bit, and then now they finally have announced that Gosling is for sure starring in.
Was it always Gosling? Did they like?
No.
No. Okay.
No, but he was attached, like rumored.
Okay.
Now he's confirmed. Tyler, what are your thoughts on this? Are you excited about this?
I honestly kind of meh about it. Like, we're kind of desensitized to space and all this. Like, we've seen so many space movies, so many like like Martian, like all these things. Like it's kind of like, all right, I guess it'll be interesting, but kind of
Have we got the Neil Armstrong story?
no, but how exciting is it really going to be?
Well, we'll have to wait and see
Yeah.
when the movie
Oh,
comes out, I
fuck.
guess.
Yeah.
Classic line.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not too. I'm mad at it.
well, I'm excited. I mean, Damien Chazelle can do no wrong, in my opinion, right now.
As far as you're concerned.
Until he actually does do wrong, maybe. But right now, I'm in. I mean,
Oh yeah, movie wise, I'm saying like I'm not like to see what they can do. I'm excited for that, but like as for the movie, I'd be like, okay.
because it's a part of history that I'm not too familiar with. The space race between Russia and the U.S. and the beginning of the space program. I'm not very familiar with that. Like, I know Neil Armstrong was the first man to step on the moon, and Buzz Aldrin and all those people are famous, but I don't know a whole lot of what happened behind the scenes and the process and the struggle it clearly took to get to that point. I think it'll be interesting. I think Ryan Gosling doing a biopic, I'm not sure if he's played anyone quite this big. I know he did The Big Short, and he played a real person, I believe, in that, but this would be interesting to see him
Playing
Ryan
like
Gosling
an actual
playing Neil
known
Armstrong.
person.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see him transform, hopefully, with his voice at least. But yeah, Damien Chazelle, I think it's interesting. He's not doing jazz anymore, but to see what he can do cinematically with space, it'll be real interesting. Tim, what are your thoughts?
I agree 100%. I'm excited. Damien obviously can do no wrong at the moment with me as well. Directed Whiplash, which is one of my top 10 favorites. La La Land is 5-bang. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. I mean, originally when the first trailers for La La Land came out, I thought it took place in the 50s or 60s. So I think aesthetically, he's going to capture like that whole spirit of that time again.
For sure.
Pretty well. It'd be interesting to see what he does with like a...
Are we going to see a one take of like a space launch or something?
Yes,
do.
please.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be Ryan Gosling. They're gonna literally shoot him to the moon or something and film it, and then do it in one take or something.
It'd be interesting to see what he does differently, because I mentioned this, Adam, you weren't here, but I mentioned that when I first saw the trailer for La La Land, I was like, this is the guy who directed Whiplash. Are you serious? Like, this is so different. But then when I saw La La Land, it was like a lot of like his style for Whiplash,
Totally.
but amped up a little bit more. So it'd be interesting to see how he progresses.
His style
and what he
into
takes with him into like a biopic movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Adam, did you back check that?
Yeah.
filmography?
I'm gonna have to go fuck myself because he did
Thank
do
you.
another movie.
Thank you. I thought he did.
I've always heard Whiplash was like his debut. It's astonishing. 2009's Guy and Madeline on a Park Bench. So there's that. It's about a jazz trumpeter. Who knew?
Which I
Shock.
The reason why I wanted you to double check is I knew that he did that because there was actually a poster for that in La La Land.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah, they redid a poster of it to make it look like a 50s.
Also, he wrote The Last Exorcism Part 2. How fucked is that? You heard me, Scott.
Huh?
2013's The Last Exorcism
What?
Part 2 and 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I'm pretty sure you guys knew already.
Sure.
Weird.
And he also wrote Grand Piano, which is about a pianist with stage fright.
A penis?
A pianist with stage fright.
Oh.
Grow up, man.
I'm
What do you think of
hype.
Ryan
Whiplash
Gosling?
is in my top 10 movies of all time.
Yeah.
La La Land is fantastic. Almost a 5. Maybe it'll be a 5 one day. 4.5. First Man, I believe it's titled.
Yeah.
Should be good. I don't know like everything there is to know about Neil Armstrong, so I'm pretty excited. Like, hopefully he has like an interesting life. Is this like cradle to grave, or is it?
Don't know yet.
I think it's set. I think I read that it's set in the 60s, like just between that stretch of them like going to the moon, like the lead up to it,
Really?
and then him going to the moon.
I like that.
Training
I
montage.
like that. I'm in.
Oh.
I'm so in. How's he gonna incorporate jazz?
Oh,
That's the only question.
it's gonna happen.
Does Neil Armstrong like jazz and listen to jazz in his free time?
Is it code
Does he hang out
named-
in jazz bars?
Is it codenamed Neil Armstrong and it's actually a Louis Armstrong movie? That's the question. Methinks it is.
Yeah.
Ryan
Well,
Gosling blackface.
Yeah,
We'll
he
see.
told me like Damien signed up for it because he just saw Armstrong and then he got the script. He's like, "Oh fuck, this is Neil Armstrong." He's like, "Oh boy."
Fuck.
well,
I
apparently it's supposed to
I'm in deep.
it's supposed to shoot this year, this spring or summer, I believe. So
Could be Oscar. I mean, his first two, like Whiplash, or second movie, I guess, up for Best Picture. La La Land.
Yep.
Definitely going to be nominated. Maybe win.
I think we'll probably end up seeing this movie 2018. I guess
Beautiful.
because he spent a full year editing La La Land. If you remember.
Jesus, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean, a full year?
He
Like
spent
12
a year
months?
editing La La Land. It was shot like over a year ago.
It's astonishing.
Yeah.
I can see why, I guess, with all the one takes and the crazy cinematography.
Edited. He had to edit it, not to shoot it.
Yeah.
To edit
I'm
it.
saying, yeah. To edit all that stuff is
But-
crazy.
One takes are easy to edit. There's 0 edits. It's 0 edits.
I don't know
Think
about
about
that. Are you sure? You sound very confident. Like, have you edited movies before? I don't know. It's just...
I'm not an editor, but a single take is 0 edits.
But are they really one take? Is it... Because Birdman...
When I say edits, I mean cuts. There's no cuts.
Well, that's the thing. Birdman
Editing
wasn't
is all about the
There is,
cuts.
though.
You think
There's you don't think there's a single cut in Birdman in the whole movie?
that's different?
They made it out to look like a
There are
A long-
many
like a long
cuts
shot.
in La La Land.
Have we confirmed that the one takes in La La Land are actually a full one take, and not like a
No.
Birdman illusion one take?
I
That's
think
what I'm
that's
saying.
assumed. I mean, there might be some illusions.
Since it took an entire year to edit it, it couldn't have been that straightforward, right? That's
Right.
insane.
But I think they were... Because I think he mentioned in... we're kind of getting off topic talking about La La Land, but...
Fuck First Man. It's all about La La Land.
yeah. I did hear some comments that every song that's in La La Land at one point or another was not in the movie. Like, they edited them all out. Because they weren't
What?
sure. Like, there was so much flux in the actual movie. Like, at one point, they didn't even have that opening sequence. That was not even part of it. And then they decided to put it at the beginning or whatever, and then it worked.
Fucked.
So, like, apparently, I think it was more so just figuring out how everything was fitting together. But I think
Okay, yeah.
doing a year on figuring that out, I mean, if every movie had the amount of time to do that, then
That's what I
it'd
was
be
just
perfect.
thinking.
Because if you guys remember last week on the La La Land review, like, I was talking about how the editing was, like, literally, like, fantastic. And when you notice the editing in a movie and how great it is, like, that doesn't happen very often, I feel. Like, when
Yep.
you really notice, like, wow, the editing is, like, snappy and, like, it's good.
Yeah, because you guys compare that to Assassin's Creed, which had terrible editing,
Yeah.
and it shows.
And you wonder how long that was in post-production, that film. So,
Notoriously short, I think.
yeah.
Like, they
And-
didn't have much time.
And so, if you want to spend a year on editing, fine. Just give me the best movie you can.
Right, I agree.
So they're shooting this movie, First Man, in 2017. I mean, I could just release it 2018 summer or something, right?
Sure.
Like,
Take your
that's-
time, Damien. Do your thing, please.
Just do your thing, yeah.
That's unstoppable, man.
yeah, I could see it coming out like October 2018.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll want, like, in the Oscar race, right? It sounds Oscar-y.
For sure. I mean, depending on how
Does Gosling look like Armstrong?
action
Well,
it
blue
is.
eyes. That's about
Oh,
it.
man.
Not really.
Yeah.
Well, I think that'll do it for this episode of the Upper Late Podcast, episode 78.
You can follow us on Twitter at UpRealLate. You can find us on YouTube and iTunes at UpRealLate, and you can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at Upreal Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at UprealTie.
Find me, Adam, on Twitter at Franny25 and on Letterboxd and Instagram at UprealAdam.
You can follow me, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And of course, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below in the comment section. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like our stuff. And as always, keep it real.